By way of introduction, what is the internet? The internet is an internet connection between two or more computer networks. What this means is that assuming you have a computer network, this is in Lagos. Meanwhile, a computer network is an interconnection between two or more computers. So when these computer networks communicate with other computer networks, we have what is called the internet. A typical example, if you have a computer network in this one here in Calabar, and it communicates with this one here, this is another computer network in Lagos, this is another one in Ghana, this is another one in Canada, another one in the United States, and another one in Jordan. So when these computer networks communicate with each other, like you can see, it is called the internet. And since this connection is global and it looks like a cobweb, you can call it the World Wide Web. So the World Wide Web is an example of the internet, the most popular example of the internet. It was invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1994. This is Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the internet from the UK. And then this internet is made of, this World Wide Web is made up of several computer networks which communicate with each other, and there's a particular protocol that is required for communication. Just like when you make any communication, you use a protocol, and that protocol for the internet, for the World Wide Web, is called HTTP. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It's a protocol by which communication is done on the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web contains websites, and a website is a collection of related web pages. So on the World Wide Web, there are millions of web pages, and these web pages are stored on giant computers, on big computers. These big computers are known as web servers. So these web servers is a storage facility for the websites and the web pages that you see online. The computer you use to browse the internet when you're browsing is called the web client. And the web client has a software. That's the software you use in browsing the internet. The application that the client uses as your computer is called web browser. Typical example of web browsers include Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, and Google Chrome. So your web client is your computer, while the web server are those giant computers that the website and web pages are stored. The browser is an application that enables you to make a request to the web server. So normally your web client will make a request, and when that request is made to the server responds. And remember, the protocol that is used for this communication, this request and response, is known as called Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Now, I said there are billions of web pages on the internet. Billions of web pages. How does the web server or the web client knows the particular web page that you want when you're browsing the web? This is what is called the Uniform Resource Locator. Just like the address on the envelope of a letter directs you to a particular house in the real world, the Uniform Resource Locator directs you to a particular resource or a particular web page on the World Wide Web. This is a typical example of a Uniform Resource Locator. HTTP www.webmania.com/opportunities/webdesign.html. So let's look at the structure of a typical Uniform Resource Locator. We have the first part, the HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. That is the protocol for the communication, And then the next part is the domain name, which is www.webmania.com. So the www stands for World Wide Web. Then the domain name, the name of the host is Webmania, while the .com is the extension. And then the other part you see, the opportunities, and the other thing you see is called the path. So in subsequent videos, we are going to look at the different types of URLs. URL could be relative or absolute. Now let's take a look at the extensions. There are different types of extensions. The extensions enable you to know more about the domain name. it gives throws more light on the domain name, what type of domain name the domain is, and with that information you can actually know what kind of website you will be expecting. So if it's .org, you know you are dealing with an organization, or you're expecting to see an organization related content. If it's .net, it's for networks. If it's .info, information. You could also have geographical based extensions like .co.uk for United Kingdom, .ng for Nigeria, .ca for Canada, .us for the United States, and .biz for business websites, .edu for education, .tv for TV stations. Now, how does the browser display the web page? Every web page, like I said, there are billions of web pages on the World Wide Web. Every web page contains instructions on how to be displayed. So when the browser gets a web page, the browser is going to read those instructions, and the browser is going to now know how to display that particular web page. And these instructions are written in special languages. It's not written in the regular expression, regular English. It's written in a special language that is called HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Remember, the protocol for communication on the World Wide Web is HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So the universal language whereby these instructions are written is called HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. There are other languages and flavors of HTML, like we have the DHTML, Dynamic HTML, we have WML, Wireless Markup Language. We have other flavors too, like ASP.NET, Visual Basic Script. We have in MySQL, we have JavaScript that enhances the Hypertext Markup Language. But those things are very, very boring. We're not going to look at them. But just know that every web page contains instructions on how to be displayed, and those instructions are coded in special languages that is universally known as HTML. HTML is the lingua franca of the web. There are other flavors and other languages that these instructions can be written in. Normally, to design a website, you have to open probably a notepad and start typing these instructions like you can see on the screen. But this process is very, very boring. But thank God, these days there are special softwares that automatically generates. They are like interpreters that automatically generates these codes for you. So you are now focused on making your website to look beautiful. You're focused on generating content for your website. You're focused on driving traffic to your website. You're focused on converting this traffic, making them do what you want them to do. You're focused on making the sales. You're focused on getting your return on investment. So you don't have to start designing from scratch, except it's absolutely necessary, and I don't see why it would be necessary. So there are softwares like Dreamweaver and Microsoft Expression. These softwares would help you to design websites without having any programming knowledge. And then we also have content management systems like WordPress and Joomla. WordPress and Joomla will automatically generate the HTML, the PHP, the MySQL source codes for you, while you're focused on only the design. There are softwares you can use for squeeze pages like Optimize Space, Unbounce. We also have softwares that you can even use to design Flash websites like Flash CMS. And there are softwares that are hosted as online. We call them software as a service. You pay for them, and you have access to use these softwares like BigCommerce, the one you see on the screen, Wix, Shopify, and most recently the one that is really changing everything when it comes to how web pages are created is Snappy Sites. We'll talk about it later. So briefly, let's look at the web development process. The process of designing a website is actually for descriptive purposes divided into 4. I said for descriptive purposes. You can actually do all of them at the same concurrently, or you can mix it up. Most of them can also be done together. But for descriptive purposes, it's divided into 4 phases. The first phase is the authoring phase. This is when you generate concepts and content for your website. We also have the design phase where you bring your authoring into conception, your concept into conception. And then we have the hosting phase where you host your design, and we have the testing and launching phase. So this is just for descriptive purposes. You can actually start by hosting the site, and then you can now start designing, and then you can be testing at the same time, and you can also be authoring and adding new content, changing concepts. So this is not actually set in stone, but this is for descriptive purposes. The web development process is divided into 4 phases: authoring phase, designing, hosting, and then testing the project. So like I said previously, with the CMS now, you can easily create a website without having any programming knowledge. Now, what is a CMS? A CMS is a content management system. A content management system is a tool that you use to create, organize, and present content in the form of a website. It's used to what? Create, organize, and present content in the form of a website. And what are the elements of a content management system? Every content management system has 2 elements: a CMA, that is content management application, and a CDA, content delivery application. The CMA, content management application, is where you design your site. You are the only one that has access to the CMA, that is content management application. That's where you can add content, you can manage content, you can organize your content, you can do everything. So you are the only one that have access to it. That's the administrator of your website. That's for the CMA. While the CDA, the content delivery application, is the website that people can see. So the CMA is also known as the back end, while the CDA is also known as the front end. So leave all these jargons and all these technical terms I've mentioned. Just know that the CMS has 2 ends: the front end and the back end. And the back end is where only the administrator can access. For you to enter the back end, you require a username and password. That is where you design your site. Then the front end is the site that people can see. So there are 2 ends: the back end and the front end. So all content management systems, they have 2 ends, whether it's Joomla, whether it's WordPress, or Snappy Sites. So there are thousands of content management systems, and then I personally recommend 3 of them. I've used a lot of them, over 50 of them. If you are designing websites, on top of the list is Joomla. It's also WordPress on top of the list too, and it's also Snappy Sites on top of the list. In this training, we are going to do an overview of Joomla. We're also going to have an overview of WordPress, and then we are going to dwell mostly on Snappy Sites, because Snappy Sites is very, very easy to use and it's cheaper. Joomla and WordPress is actually free, but you have to pay for plugins to really extend the functionality of Joomla. By default, Joomla is actually for organizing content. WordPress is actually for blogging, but for you to actually extend their functionality to create beautiful sites, you have to get third-party plugins and themes. But Snappy Sites come pre-installed with all these third-party plugin and themes. We're going to have a look at them, Joomla and WordPress, and then we're also going to look at Snappy Sites. In the next chapter, we are going to leave all these theoretical, boring jargons and actually start designing our first website. So after all has been said and done, just remember that to design a website these days, all you need is a content management system, and that the content management system has 2 ends: the front end that people can see, and the back end where you design your websites. Site content planning. Websites are internet real estate. It's your personal web property. When building a house, it is important to plan things out before you start molding blocks. Likewise, your website. When you want to build a website, it is important to plan before you start building. I like to say that anytime you undertake a task like building a website, building a house, or starting a marketing campaign, whatever you're doing, it is important to spend 2/3 of your time planning and 1/3 of your time actually executing. Far too often, people skip the planning phase in order to save time. But unfortunately, what they come to find at once they get into their project is that without taking the time to plan for executing the project, unforeseen obstacles can pop up. And the builders usually have to reduce some of their work. But when you take time to think through your projects before you start implementation, you can usually foresee some of these obstacles and come up with a plan for avoiding them. This will actually save you time, money, and energy in the long run. So number one point is you have to determine the goals for your website. Ask yourself, what are you trying to accomplish? Anytime you undertake a project of this magnitude like website design, it is critical that you set goals before you start anything else. Without setting goals before building a website, you are unable to determine what you're looking to accomplish. So you should know what you are looking to accomplish. Why are you building this website? Ask yourself that question. Ask your client that question. Why do you want a website? Because without knowing what you want to accomplish, you will end up building a site that has either too much information, too little information, or possibly the wrong information. So setting goals for your website will allow you to be efficient in the entire process. So you're designing an e-commerce site, probably the aim of your website is to sell products. Or is your aim, are you trying to, is it a squeeze page? Are you trying to generate leads? Are you trying to get people to send their contact information? Are you building the site? Is it primarily for brand awareness, to drive awareness and engagement? Or is it a site for a company that wants to primarily provide support to their existing customers, help them solve problems? Or is it a content publisher? So you need to know what are the website goals. Setting goals doesn't take that much time. Make sure you don't skip this step because it's very, very important. This is where you should start before you design your site, before you do anything, before you select the template you're going to use, before you register your domain name. You should determine the goals for your website because this is what will determine your path. So the next thing you're going to do in the website design process is to pinpoint your target audience. Try to understand what their interests are. How can you provide them with the valuable information they are looking for? So you need to identify the audience. After identifying the goals of the website, you need to know the audience. How can you provide them with the valuable information they are looking for? Who are you building your website for? What are their preferences for reviewing information? Do they like to read content? Would they rather prefer watching videos? So you need to know your audience because your audience will also determine the kind of content you're going to put on your website and on your navigational structure. It's going to determine the way you're going to create your layout. Because it's important that you understand your audience. This way you can make sure you tailor-made your content, you tailor-made your design to fit what they would like, to fit their preference. So the next thing you need to know is, what will the call to action be? What will your call to action be? So you need to determine what you want your website visitors to do. Once these people come to your website, once they land on your site, what do you want them to do? The most successful sites have a prominent call to action within their pages. If you don't ask your audience to take action, how can you expect them to do what you want them to do? So without a call to action, you cannot expect to accomplish your website goals. So the first thing was for you to know your goals. The second thing was for you to know your audience. Then the next thing is your call to action. So you need to know what will your call to action be. If one of the goals of your website is to get people to download your ebooks, then one of the call to action must be download our ebook. So if one of the goals of your website is to grow your traffic or make something to go viral, Then perhaps another call to action is share this page with a friend. You cannot expect that your website visitors will know what you want them to do if you don't ask them. So be sure to include one or a few call to actions on all your website pages. So you cannot do this if you don't know the aim or the purpose to which you're creating your website. So you should know the aim. For the next thing, you should know your audience, and the next thing you should do what? Know your call to action, and then plan ahead. The next thing is web navigation. You need to figure out how you get your website visitors to easily navigate through your site in order for them to complete your call to action. Because if they don't navigate through your sites, they will not be able to get to or complete your call to action. Too many sites are created without thinking through their navigation. Sometimes you can go to a particular website and you have no clue how to get access to the information you're looking for. That's very bad. That gives a very bad user experience. Why do so many people love Apple products on their websites? Because they are very intuitive. Users can look at an Apple product for the first time and quickly understand how to use the product. So if you take time to think through your navigation before putting your website together, you will find that your website visitors will navigate to the pages you want them to. They will do what you want them to do. So let's go back to the call to action for an ebook. If your call to action for your ebook is, example, download our ebook, you need to make sure that it is very apparent how visitors can find the ebook and download it. Be sure that you don't include too many different pathways all leading to the same page, because this can confuse your visitors and results in what is called paradox of choice, which makes them not to make decisions. You should have a clear-cut flow for them to go through, and the navigation should be apparent. You can interlink pages within the content of your site. If you want visitors to go from your blog to your services page, then be sure to use the content within that blog post to link it to your services page. And also, another very important thing is that when choosing the words to hyperlink to your services page, for example, it will be smart to use keywords from your keyword list. So in the previous chapter, I told you about generating your keywords list. So you just pick some of those keywords and use them as hyperlink, because it's going to assist in your search engine optimization, like we're going to see in the next few videos. So the next thing you want to do is to plan your layout. As you can see, dependent on the purpose of your website, the aim of your website, your target audience, and the content you're expected to put on your website, you can plan your website. Personally, I used to use a piece of paper, draw my layout. This is where I want my menu to be. This is where I want my logo to be. This is where I want my header to be. I'm going to put a slide here. I'm going to put an advert here. I'm going to put another call to action here. I'm going to put my main content here in a tabular form. So I use my pen and biro to draw it first on my paper. It will actually save you a lot of stress. And then, as you can see, you can do this for all the pages. This is the home page. When you click on this About Us button, it takes you to the About Us page, and you click this, it takes you to this. So when you take time to draw and arrange your layout like this, it will save you lots and lots of time in the implementation phase. Another thing you need to know is to check out your competitors. Go to their website and see what they have. There is nothing wrong with spying on your competitors. Check what content they offer that you don't have already, and then improve on it. There's nothing wrong with spying on your competition. Make sure before you design your website, check similar websites, check similar companies that are offering the same service as you're offering, and try to get one or two clues from their websites, and then improve on it and create your own. So when you're done with all these things, when you actually know your website objective, you know your target audience, you know what the call to action is going to be, and then you are working on your navigation. You know how your menu is going to be. You now have to assess the content you have. What are the contents that you need? Check them out. Then now compare it with what are the contents that you have already. Then the ones that you don't have, go online, look for the contents, and then you can get images. You can go to Google Images to search for images. Though you have to be careful so that you don't run into copyright issues. And then bring them together. So by the time you start designing your website, you should already have your content. You should already know the goals of your website. You should already know your target audience. You should already know the navigational structure you're going to use. You should already have this content ready. Then you should compare it with the ones of competitors are using. And then if there's anything that is lacking, you should go online, look for those contents. You need images, go to Google Images, get the images, and then have all your assets ready as you start your design.
Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Now today we're going to be treating how to host the website. Now before you begin building your website, you're meant to host it on the internet. So you're meant to have what is called a domain name. That's the address of the website, the name of the website, and also you're also meant to have a hosting plan, which is the space where you're going to host your website. So quickly we are going to dive deep and make it practical. So we are going to choose a name like designhobby.org. We'll click on register domain. It is still loading. Alright, we are now going to click on this reCAPTCHA for it to verify that we're a woman. Alright, now it's now searching for the designhobby.org, and congrats, yes, it's available. If it's not available, that means someone else has used it to show red here, but since it's available, we'll proceed and add to cart. As we see, they are giving us other options we could use aside from the .org. See, the .com is unavailable. Alright, so let's proceed and check out. Now, domain configuration, yes, we have a domain name now, but we don't have a hosting, and we should click to add one. Why? Because we are buying it together. So choose a shared hosting plan here. Go with any of them. Okay, let me go with this lowest one. 400 naira monthly, 4,000 naira yearly. But our advice, you go for yearly, so that you don't need to be renewing your website or your hosting every month. Just do it once and forget about it. So yes, we're going to use a domain already in our shopping cart. Use is now verifying the domain selection. Alright, back to the configuration. Yes, we want to use this. So we'll click on continue. Okay, now our hosting has been added. We'll click on continue. So now in the checkout we have the hosting plan, which is just 4,000 naira, and the domain registration of designhobby.org is 45. So if this is your first time, you should include your promo code, which is welcome. But if not, if you don't have any, you proceed to checkout. Now you need to enter your personal details and billing information here. So if you're already registered with Google, you click on already registered, and it's going to take you automatically. You don't need to start filling your information again. If not, you should. And be mindful filling your correct email address, because this is where they're going to send the correct password, your cPanel link. That's the control panel where you're going to install your website, the username and the password for the control panel. So filling everything accurately. Then down below here, you're going to choose your method of payment, whether be it bank details, bank payment. For those who would like to do transfer via their mobile phones, or want to pay through the bank, you can use this option. But if you want to pay with your MasterCard or your Visa or your Verve card, you have to choose any of these options and click on. You have to agree to the terms of service and do what you complete your order. So the next page is to take you to is where you're going to see their bank details, or you click and you add your credit card, you pay through your credit card. So see you in the next chapter. Thank you.
Alright, so welcome to this section of the tutorial. Now in this section, I'm going to be showing you how you can gain access into your cPanel dashboard, and also how you can install WordPress on your website. Now as you can see, I'm about to fill in my cPanel username and my password. Now as you can see, I visited nematic.xyz/cpanel. Now you can also do that by visiting your website name /cpanel. Now in case you're wondering how I got here, now the company where you got your domain and your hosting from, they're going to provide you with your cPanel details, which is your hosting details. Now there you're going to find your cPanel username and also your password. Now there you can have a direct link straight to your dashboard. Now in case you haven't done that, and here is your username and your password and you fill them, now you can just click on login here. So I'm going to do that. Alright, so here is my cPanel dashboard. Now from this dashboard here, I can modify settings that has to do with my website. So here we're just going to scroll down to the point where we can find the Softaculous apps installer. So under the Softaculous apps installer, I'm going to be choosing WordPress. Alright, so WordPress is actually a web software which you can use to create beautiful websites or blog. Now WordPress is free and priceless at the same time. Okay, so WordPress is an open source project. So what you need to know that it's a content management system, and it manages all the content that needs to be managed on your website. So you don't need to stress yourself. All you need to do is to relax, and WordPress does all the hard work for you behind the scenes. So here I'm going to be clicking on install now. Alright, so here we're going to be installing our WordPress. So first of all, here is our software setup. So here they said choose the version you want to install. So here we have 5.4.2, which is actually the latest version as at now. So here we have choose installation URL. So this is our protocol and this is our website name. Now we don't want any directories, so we're going to remove this. Always remove this if you don't want a directory. Now here we have our site settings. Now our site name, so I'm going to be typing in our site name. Our site name is Nematic Construction. Okay, so here we have our site description. So I'm going to fill in my site description here, as you can see. So here we have the enable multi-site WPMU. So I'm just going to leave this unchecked. So here we have the admin account. So under the admin account, here we have the admin username. So here you can actually leave this at admin, or you can change it to whatever you want. But for me, I'm going to be changing this. So here I might just type in construction. So under the admin password, I'm going to type in my password. Alright, so after I've typed in my admin password, here we have our admin email. Now our admin email are professional emails that are customized with the name of our website. So here we can just type in support. Here you can also type in info, you can type in anything you want. So here we have select language, so we're going to leave this at English except you know some other languages. So here we have select plugin, so we're going to leave all these boxes here unchecked because you don't want any of these options. So we're going to skip all this down to install now. So here I'm going to be clicking on install. So WordPress is being installed, as you can see. Alright, so here we have congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So WordPress has been successfully installed at nematic.xyz, which is my website name. So here we have our administrative URL. So I'm not going to right click on our administrative URL, so I'm going to click on open link in new tab. So also I'm going to right click on my website name and click on open link in new tab. Alright, so here we have successfully installed WordPress. Now here is our WordPress dashboard. From here we can set up things about our website. So here is our website. Now our website is not looking that good, but in the next session of the tutorial we're going to be installing the plugins and the themes that we need in order for us to start designing this our site. So I'm going to see you in the next section of the tutorial. Alright, so welcome to this section of the tutorial. Now in the previous section we installed WordPress into our website. As you can see, this is the way our website is looking right now. Now here we have our WordPress dashboard. So we're going to be returning back to our cPanel because we're going to be installing our themes and plugins. So in case you're here, now you can just visit this link here that says go to control panel, or you can visit your website name /cpanel and you'll be directed to the cPanel. Okay, so here I'm going to click on this link. Alright, so here we are in our control panel. So here I'm going to click on file manager. Okay, so here is our file manager. Here we can upload things, delete things, and also modify things that has to do with our website. So here I'm going to be clicking on public_HTML. So here I'm going to be clicking on WP-content. Alright, so here we have our plugins and our themes. So I'm going to be clicking on themes first. Okay, so here we have the 2019 theme, we have the 2017 theme, and also we have the 2020 theme. Now these are themes that are given to us freely by WordPress, but we're going to be uploading ours. So I'm going to click on upload here. So here I'm going to click on select file. Alright, so here we're going to be installing Astra. So Astra is a theme. So I'm going to be clicking on Astra 2.1.3. So here I'm going to click on open. So as you can see, our Astra 2.1.3 is being uploaded. So this is the blue, this is our line. So you have to make sure that this line turns green before you click on this link. So it's green now, so I'm going to click here. Alright, so as you can see, this is our Astra and Astra is our theme. So we're going to be extracting it by right clicking. Here I'm going to click on extract. So here I'm going to select extract files. So here I'm going to click on close. Okay, so we're going to reload this. I'm going to find our Astra here. Now as you can see, this is our Astra. Now we have successfully uploaded our theme. So I'm going to head back. So we're going to start installing our plugins now. So I'm going to click on plugins. Okay, so here we're going to be uploading our plugins. So I'm going to click on upload. So I'm going to click on select file. Now don't forget what plugins are. With plugins, you can take things to the next level, and also plugins help you extend the functionality of WordPress. Now for the themes help you configure the look and the feel and also the style of a website. So here we're going to be selecting our Astra add-on. So I'm going to click on Astra add-on. I'll click on open. So our Astra add-on is being uploaded. So we have to make sure that that line turns green before we click on go back. So here I'm going to click on it. Also I'm going to be uploading another one. So I'm going to click on upload. So here I'm going to click on select file. So here I'm going to be selecting the Astra premium site. So I'm going to click on open. So here I'm going to click on go back. Alright, so I'm going to click on upload again. So here I'm going to click on select file. Alright, so here I'm going to be clicking on Elementor. So I'll click on open. Alright, so our Elementor has been successfully uploaded. So I'm going to click on this link here. Alright, so I'm going to click on upload again. So I'm going to click on select file. Alright, so I'm going to click on Elementor Pro. So I'm going to click open. So as you can see, it's been uploaded. Okay, so I'm going to click on this link. Alright, so as you can see, they've all been uploaded, but we have to extract them. So how do we do that? I'm going to right click, then click on extract files. So I'll click on close. So here I'm also going to click on right click. So extract file, close. So here right click, extract files, close. Also here right click, extract files, then close. Now we've successfully extracted our 4 plugins. So I'm going to reload this page. Now as you can see, our plugins have been successfully uploaded. Okay, so we are done with the cPanel. So let's head back to our dashboard. Now in case you don't know how to come here, just fill in your website name /wp-admin and you'll be directed to this page. So here I'm going to head over to our themes first of all. So I'm going to hover over appearance, then click on themes. Alright, so as you can see, these are the themes we have on our website. So here the active theme is the 2020 theme, and as you can see, this theme looks similar to this. That's because this theme is active, the 2020 theme. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be activating our Astra theme. So I'm going to click on activate. Alright, so here our active theme is Astra. So also we have a new version available. So let's click on update now. Alright, so we have successfully updated our theme. So let's head back to plugins. Alright, so here we have our plugins. So we're going to be selecting everything, then we're going to uncheck this, and also we're going to uncheck Hello Dolly here. So we are left with the Astra Premium side, the Astra Pro, the Elementor, and also the Elementor Pro. Okay, so I'm going to click on bulk actions, then I'm going to click on activate here, then I'm also going to click on apply. So our plugins are being activated. Okay, so as you can see, the selected plugins has been activated. Okay, so we have successfully installed the theme and the plugin that we need in order for us to build our website. So I'm going to see in the next section, because in the next section we're going to be importing our starter site. Alright, so welcome to this section of the tutorial. Now in the previous section we installed our plugins and we also installed our themes. Now as you can see, this is how our website is looking right now, just because of the few modifications that we made. Okay, so in this section, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be importing our Astra starter site, and to do that, we're going to hover over our appearance. Here we can find the Astra starter site, so we're going to click on it. Okay, so here we have been asked to select a page builder. So here we're going to be using Elementor. Now these are also amazing page builders that supports WordPress. Okay, so but we're going to be using Elementor, so I'm going to be clicking on Elementor, then I'm going to click on Next. Alright, so here is the Astra starter site. Now this is a library of over 100 ready templates. So here we have the courier services. As you can see how beautiful this is. Now also here we have the cake shop. Now these are our starter sites. So we're going to be using a starter site that matches our company. Okay, so here I'm just going to search for construction. Okay, so we have this construction here, and we also have this construction here. Now as you can see, they look beautiful. Okay, so this looks beautiful, so I'm going to click on this. Okay, so you can actually go ahead to view this website by scrolling down, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to be clicking on import site. So here, as you can see, we are importing your website, and this process can take anywhere between 2 to 10 minutes depending on the size of the website and also the speed of connection. So they are advising you not to close this browser window until the site is imported completely. Okay, so let's just chill. Okay, so we are importing our contents. Alright, so our starter site has been imported successfully in 1 minute 21 seconds. So what we have to do is to go ahead, customize the text, images and design to make it yours. Alright, so here we have the view site, so I'm going to be clicking on this to view our site. Wow, so this looks beautiful. So we have successfully imported our starter site into our website. Now as you can see, this looks beautiful. Wow. Now you can go ahead and check the about, services, the projects and the contact us page. So I want you to stay with me. In the next session of this tutorial, we are going to start editing and designing this website. Alright, so welcome to this section of the tutorial. Now in the previous section, we imported our site. Now you can see how beautiful this is. Now we're going to start editing this page now. So here we have our black bar which says edit page, and some other options are also here. Now before we start editing, let's make sure that under our plugins, our Elementor here is updated. Now as you can see, they said there's a new version of Elementor available. So here we can just click on update now. So what you have to do is just to come over to your plugins and update your Elementor. So that's all you need to do. Okay, so when you've done that, as you can see here, our Elementor is now updated. Now when you come over to this page and you refresh it, okay, so as you can see, we have another option which says edit with Elementor. So I'm going to be clicking on this edit with Elementor here. Alright, so as you can see, it's loading. Alright, so this is our edit page. Now as you can see, we have Elementor here. Now we're going to be using Elementor to edit our pages and our elements in the pages here. Now as you can see, we have our logo and some buttons. So here we have our Elementor widget. Now anything we click here, have the settings appear by this side of the page. Okay, so let's just try that out. So when I click on this middle bar here which says edit section, this 6 dots here, when I click on it, now as you can see, settings related about this entire box here will appear by the left side. So you head over to style. Okay, so you click on choose image. So here you get over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so here we're going to be using this one here which says hero. So I'm going to click on hero, then click on open. Okay, so I'm going to click on insert media. Okay, so as you can see, our picture has been changed. Now as you can see, so here we have broad vision, honest service, and great value. So here you can change this to whatever you want by clicking on this pencil icon here. Okay, so you can also change this here by clicking on it. So when you click on it, you can edit your text here by the left. Okay, so here you can edit this button and you can also delete any of these buttons here. So if I click on this button or right click from here which says edit column, I can just click on delete. Now as you can see, you are free to do anything here on your website. Okay, so I just exercised my freedom. Alright, so here we're going to align this button. So we're going to click on pencil icon here which says edit button. So when you click on it, now you can now change the alignment here to the center. As you can see, now this is in the center. Okay, so I've showed you how you can edit this. So let's scroll down. Okay, so here we have welcome to the concrete constructions. So we're going to be clicking on this pencil icon here. So here we're going to be changing the name. So I'm going to type in our name. Okay, so here we have welcome to the pneumatic constructions. Okay, so here as you can see, where we build your vision. Now here you can follow the instruction that was written here to write your own text. So here also you can type in your number here, or you can choose to delete any of these elements you don't want. So here we have a picture. So I'm going to be clicking on the picture. So here we have choose image. So I'm going to click on choose image. So I head over to upload files. So here I'm going to go to select files. Okay, so here I'm going to be choosing this image which says welcome. So I'm going to click on open. Alright, so I'm going to click on insert media. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully changed our picture. Now let's start from the beginning. Now as you can see, this looks cool. So here you can just edit this which says our specialization. So here you can choose to type in anything that you want. Okay, so here you can just follow their instructions here. So here we have the architecture. So here they said a short description of this quality. So make these lines enticing enough to prove that you are the best in all that you do. So let's try that out. So I'm going to be clicking on this text here. So I'm going to select this. So here I'm going to type in, okay, let's just delete this and type in we. Alright, so here as you can see, we'll form the complete concrete structure and custom design to suit architectural and structural features. Now you can also do that and add a short description for all of these. So here you can click on the image that you want to appear on this side. So here you can change the image. So let's scroll down. So here also you can click on this image here to change it, as you can see. So you can click on this text here to change it. So here also you can click on the text to change it. Also this button, you can click on this pencil icon here and you can edit whatsoever you want to edit about it. So here we have our recent projects. So here you can click on this text to edit it here. Also you can click on this text, you can edit it here. So here we have some pictures, so we're going to be clicking on each of them. So I'm going to click on this one first. So here we have 6 images selected, so I'm going to click on this pencil icon over here. Okay, so here they're asking us to add to gallery, so I'm going to add to gallery. So I head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so here we're going to be using this our recent project, so I'm just going to add 3, this, and this. So anyone you want to add, you can just add it here. So I'm going to click on open. Alright, so our picture has successfully loaded, so I'm going to click on add to gallery. Okay, so you can see our pictures here, 1, 2, 3. So let's delete the ones that are not that beautiful. So we're going to be deleting this. Also, we're going to be deleting this. And also, we're going to delete this. Okay, so we are just left with 6 pictures. So I'm going to click on insert gallery. Alright, so as you can see, we have successfully changed some pictures. So that's how you can change every picture here. Now here you can choose the size of the image and the columns. As you can see, 3. Here we also have 3 pictures. So that is how you can edit it. So also here we have the testimonial section. So here you can click on each of these to edit them, and we're going to be doing that. So I'm going to click on this edit section icon here. So when I do, I'm going to head over to style. So here we have choose image, so I'm going to click on choose image. So I'm going to head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so here we have the testimonial BG, so I'm going to be clicking on it. So I'll click on open. Okay, so I'm going to click on insert media. As you can see, our picture has been changed. Okay, so here we can actually click on this picture here to change it. So I'm going to click on choose image. So I have to upload files, then select files. Okay, so here I'm going to select this. So I'm going to click on open. Alright, so I'm going to click on insert media. As you can see, our picture has been changed. So here you can click on this text here, and we can change the name by inputting any name you want here. So here you can also change the name of his company here. As you can see, development company over here. So here you can type in his testimonials here. So you can just type in and edit whatever testimonial you want to add here. So let's head over to this. I can click on this image here and head over to choose image, then here upload files, then I'm going to click on select files. Okay, so I'm going to be clicking on the second testimonial, so I'm going to click on open. So here I'm going to click on insert media. Alright, so as you can see, our picture has been changed. So here you can also click on the name, the company, and this text to edit it. So here we have our expert team. Now these are the themes of people working in the company. Alright, so here we can click on this image here. So I'm going to click on choose image. I'll head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so I'm going to start with this first image which says T1. So I'm going to click on open. Alright, so I'm going to click on insert media. So as you can see, our image has been uploaded. So here if you click on this, you can change her name here, and also you can change her email address and her position in the company. So here if I click on any of these social icons here, now as you can see, this is Facebook. So if I click on Facebook and I copy our profile link and I paste it here, when people visit my website and they click on this button, they'll be directed to whatever profile link you paste here. So it's the same for the Twitter also and for the LinkedIn. Okay, so here I'm going to be editing this picture. So I'm going to click on the picture. I'm going to click on choose image. So I head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so here we have the T2. So I'm going to click on it, then click on open. Alright, so here I'm going to click on insert media. So as you can see, our image has been changed. So here also you can click on any of the images here to edit them. Now you can check your exercise folder for the T3 and practice this yourself. So here you can click on this to edit the email Kelly, his name and his Gmail and also his position in the office. Okay, so here we have our counter. Okay, so you can click on this text here. So when you click on the text, this is the counter and the counter is going to appear. So as you can see, this is starting number and this is ending number. So you can change this to whatever number you want. So I'm going to type in 7453. As you can see, it's reading up to 7453. Okay, so here you can edit how you want this to appear or how you want this to be show before your visitors or your guests. Okay, so this is the title. So this is client. So if I edit this text here, this in text here is going to be modified. So here we have the project. So this is 4,000. So I'm going to click on 4,000. As you can see, we have the ending number, which is 4,000. So you can click to edit it. Okay, so here also this is project. You can edit this project here also. And also for this repairing, if you click on any of these text, you can be able to edit them. Okay, so we are actually done with the first page, and I would like you to complete this one yourself. You have this picture in exercise folder, which is called T3. Change the name and also change the email address, and also you can edit the text of that. So we have successfully edited the home page. So in the next session of the tutorial, we're going to be editing the about page. So I'm going to see you there. Alright, so welcome to this section of the tutorial. Now in the previous section, we edited our home page. Now as you can see, we have our pictures edited. Now I showed you how you can edit each of these elements here. Okay, so now we're going to be editing the about us page. So I'm going to be clicking on it. So here is our about us page. So here I'm going to click on edit with Elementor. Alright, so this is our about us page. So we're going to start with this picture over here. So I'm going to click on this icon here that says edit section. So when I click on it, settings related to this picture here will appear by the left side, as you can see. So I'm going to click on style. So here I'm going to click on choose image. Alright, so I head over to upload files. Then here I'm going to click on select files. Okay, so we're going to be using this picture which says about us. So I'm going to click on open. Alright, so I'm going to click on insert media. As you can see, our picture has been changed. So you can click on this text here to edit it. So let's scroll down. So here we have a picture and some text here. So let's start with the picture. So I'm going to click on this picture. So over here by the left, I'm going to click on choose image. Alright, so I head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so I'm going to be using this image here which says model. So I'm going to click on open. Here I'll click on insert media. As you can see, our picture has been changed. So here we can click on this text here to edit it, and also we can follow the instructions that's given to us here. So we can click on it and also edit it. So here also we can click on this pencil icon here. So here, if I click on the professional specialist, I can change the logo which appear here by clicking on the icon library. So here I can change it to whatever logo I want. So let's say I want this logo. So I'm going to click on insert. So as you can see, the logo has been changed. So here we have the link. So if you want your user or you want a visitor to get directed to another link, you can insert the link here, and whenever they click on this icon, they'll be directed to whatever link you post here. So you can do the same also for the brilliant ideas. So that's for that. So here we have the what we offer. So if I click on this text here, I can edit it by the left side. So here, if I click on this text here, I can also edit it here. Okay, so here we have some pictures and some text. So I'll start with the picture. So I'm going to click on the picture. So here we have choose image. So I'm going to click on choose image. I'll head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so I'm going to start with this, which says we understand requirements. So I'm going to click on open. Alright, so I'm going to click on insert media. As you can see, our picture has been changed. So here, which says we understand requirements, you can edit this text here, and also for this text you can edit it here. Okay, so here we have another picture, so I'm going to be clicking on it. So here I'm going to click on choose image, or head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so here will work precisely. So I'm going to click on open. Okay, so I'm going to click on insert media. So if I click on this text here, I can actually edit it. So I can also edit one below here too. So here we deliver the best output. So I'm going to click on this image. So I'll head over to choose image. So upload files, then select files. Okay, so here we deliver the best output. So I'm going to click on it and click on open. Alright, so we're going to click on insert media. As you can see, our picture has been changed. So here we can edit our text, and here also we can edit our text. Okay, so here we provide the best service in industry. So here they are telling us to add a line that tells you how easily they can get in touch with you. So if you click on this text here, you can edit it here. Also, if you click on this text here, you can edit it, and also if you click on this button, you can modify the settings of the button by the left side of the page. So as you can see here, you can edit how you want it to look here. So here for the picture, so I'm going to click on this icon which says edit section. So when I do that, I'll head over to style. Okay, so I'm going to click on choose image. So head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so we're going to be using this picture here which says services. So I'm going to click on it and click on open. Okay, so here I'm going to click on insert media. Okay, so as you can see, it looks cool. Alright, so here we can edit how you want it to look here by this side, and also you can edit the background overlay here by clicking on it here. Alright, so here we have our expert theme. So if you click on this text, you can edit it by this side. Also, if you click on this text, you can also edit it by this side. Okay, so here we have the theme. So you can click on this image here and choose image. So head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so we're going to be using our T1, so I'm going to click on it. So this is open. So I'm going to click on insert media. So as you can see, our picture has been changed. So if you click on this here, you can edit her name here, and also you can edit her position and her email address here. So this is her socials. So if you click on her socials here, you can see we have the Facebook. So here you can actually change the icon if you don't want Facebook. If you want something else like Apple, so you can change it to whatever you want. So for the Facebook, you can paste her Facebook profile link or page link here, so that when visitors come to the website and click on this icon, they'll be directed to whatever link you post here. So you're going to do the same for the Twitter here and also for this also. So that's for that. So we've successfully changed the picture. So let's change this one. So I'm going to click on it. Here I'm going to click choose image. I'll head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so we have the T2 here, so I'm going to click on it, then click on open. Alright, so we'll click on insert media. So as you can see, our picture has been changed. So if you click on this here, you can edit the name here, and also you can edit our position and our mail address here. So also this boy, I can actually click on this image here. So I'm going to click on choose image, upload files, then select files. So here we're going to be using this T3, so I'm going to click on it and click on open. So here I'll click on insert media. So as you can see, it successfully changed our pictures. So if you click on this here, you can actually edit our information here. Alright, so we are done editing our about us page. So in the next session of this tutorial, we're going to be editing the services page. Always remember to update before you close or before you exit from your browser. So I'm going to click on update. So I'll see you in the next section of the tutorial. Alright, so welcome to this session of the tutorial. Now in the previous section we edited the about us page. Now as you can see, these are some of the things we edited. Now we're going to be editing the services page. Okay, so this is our services page. So here I'm going to be clicking on edit with Elementor. Okay, so this is our services page. So we're going to start editing it right away. So the first thing I'm going to be editing is the picture. As you can see here, I have a picture at the background. So here I'm going to click on this button here which says edit section. So I'm going to click on it. Alright, so I'll head over to style. Here I'm going to click on choose image. So I'll head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so we're going to start with this. So I'm going to click on services. I'm going to click on open. Alright, so I'm going to click on insert media. As you can see, our picture has been successfully uploaded. So here I can click on this text here to edit it to whatever I want. So here you can also click on this text here to edit it to whatever you want. So here also you can click on this to edit it. Okay, so we have a picture here. So I'm going to be clicking on this picture. So I'm going to click on choose image. So I'll head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so we have a picture here. So I'm going to be using this. So I'll click on services 1. So I'm going to click on open. Alright, I'm going to click on insert media. Alright, so we've successfully changed that. Okay, so here we provide the best service in industry. So I'm going to be changing this picture at the background. So I'm going to click on this icon here which says edit section. Alright, so I head over to style. So here I'm going to click on choose image. So here I head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so we're going to be using this picture which is testimonial BG. So I'm going to click on it and click on open. Alright, so I'm going to click on insert media. Okay, so this looks cool. So you can click on each of these text here, and also you can click on this button to modify the settings of the button. So here we have our specialization. So you can click on this to edit it here. As you can see, it's here for us. So also you can click on this to edit it by the left. So here we have you can click on this. This is it's an image box. So here you can click on choose image, and any image you choose will appear by this side. So here you can click on this text to edit it here, and also this heading you can edit it here. Now it's the same for everything here. If you follow this line which I've told you, you can be able to edit each of these elements here. Alright, so here we are successfully done with our services page. Now in the next section of this tutorial, we're going to be editing the project page, and don't forget to always update before you exit or before you exit your browser. Alright, so I'm going to click on update. I'll see you in the next session of the tutorial. Alright, so welcome to this session of the tutorial. Now in the previous session we edited our services page. Now as you can see, this is how beautiful our services page is, and I showed you how you can edit each of these things here. Okay, so here we are in our projects page here. Now we're going to start editing, so let's start right away. I'm going to click on edit with Elementor. Okay, so here we are in our project page. So the first thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be editing this picture at the background here. So I'm going to be clicking on this icon at the middle here, which says edit section. So when I do, I'm going to head over to style here. I'm going to click on choose image. So I head over to upload files, then select files. Alright, so we're going to be using this image which says projects. So I'm going to click on it, then click on open. Alright, so I'm going to click on insert media here. As you can see, this looks cool. Now in case you don't want this thing to look very dark, you can just go to the background overlay and modify the settings. You're going to find that you're going to be modifying this black overlay here. Alright, so we have the project. So if I click on the project, I can edit the title from here. So that's for that. So here we have recent projects. So here I can just click on this to edit it here. Also I can click on this to edit it here. Alright, so that's for that. So here we have our project. So here I can click on the project, click on this here, and also click on each of these things here to edit them. Okay, so but we're going to be editing this image, so I'm going to click on it. So I'll click on choose image. So we're about to upload files, then select files. Okay, so here we have our projects too. So I'm going to click on it, then click on open. So here I'm going to click on insert media. Alright, as you can see, our picture has been changed successfully. Okay, we can do the same thing about this and also about this, but we're not going to be doing that. What we're going to be doing is that we're going to be deleting this. So I'm going to click on this here. I'm also going to delete this. Alright, so here we're going to be adding our own spices to our website. So the first thing we're going to be doing is that we're going to search for image here. Okay, so here we have our image carousel. So here I'm going to drag this image carousel into this box here. So watch it. So I'm going to drop it in this box here. Alright, so as you can see, our image carousel is here. So here we're going to click on this plus icon to add image. So here I'm going to head over to upload files, then here select files. So we're going to start with the swimming pool first. So I'm going to click on swimming pool. I'm going to select this, all the swimming pool here. I'm going to select this, then I'm going to click on open. So our pictures are being uploaded. Alright, so here I'm going to create new gallery. So I'll click on create. So here you can actually drag this, so if in case you want one to appear before the other, you can just drag this over each other, as you can see here. Now I'm going to click on insert gallery. Now as you can see, our gallery has been inserted here, but they are looking so small. So I'm going to head over to image size. So I'm going to change it to full. Alright, so as you can see, our images are now displayed full, but there are no spacing in between them. So I'm going to head over to style. So here I'm going to click on image here. So for the spacing, I'm going to head over to custom here. So as you can see, 20 is okay. So just type in 20, or you can leave it at 30, 40, depending on your preference. So we have successfully edited this, and you can see how our images are moving, as you can see. the images are moving. Okay, so we're going to be dragging this up. So we're going to just, from here, we're going to hold this. So when you hold it, just drag your hands up. Okay, so here we're going to drop this here above this a little. So I'm going to drop it here. Alright, so as you can see, I've successfully dropped our image carousel here. Now, as you can see, this is our project. So, but before we head on, I'm going to be copying this. So I'm going to right click on this. I'll click on copy. So here, I'm going to right click on this and click on paste. Okay, so this is our recent project. So I'm going to drag this up. So watch me, I'm going to click on this and drag it up. So I'm going to leave it here. Okay, so here we can edit this text here. So when you click on this text, under the alignment, make the alignment center. So here also you click on this text and you make the alignment center. So head over to style here. So click on center. So as you can see, center. So here I'm going to edit this text. So I'm going to change this from recent projects to our swimming pool project. As you can see, this looks more cooler than just this static one here. So as you can see, our images are moving. So here you can just give a little information about the swimming pool which you've been constructing. So here, as you can see, we have little or no gap at all between these two elements here. So I'm going to click on this which says edit section here. So I'm going to head over to advanced. Okay, so after you've clicked on advanced, you're going to head over to your margin. So under your margin, you can just type delink this first of all. So when you delink this, you just type in, let's say 60. Now as you can see, it's giving it some little space, so you can just type in 100. Alright, so as you can see, there's space in between our elements, so we don't have to just mix things up together. Alright, so here also we can do another cool stuff. So I'm going to copy this, I'm going to paste it here. So I'm just going to drag this up over this. So here we have another project. So I'm going to drag another element. So I'm going to head over to our widgets here. So I'm going to search for the image. So here we have our image carousel. So I'm going to drag these. So let's drag this to the bottom. Alright, so I can just drag and drop this here. Alright, so this is the image carousel. So I'm going to click on this icon which says plus. So I'll head over to upload files, then select files. Okay, so we're going to be adding these are our construction images here. So let's start from this. Alright, so I'm going to click on open. So our images are being uploaded. Okay, so here we can just click on create new gallery. So here you can drag which one comes first and which one comes last. So here you can just click on insert gallery. So as you can see, our gallery has been inserted. So but the pictures are so small. So I'll head over to image size here. So I'll click on this, then click on full. Alright, as you can see, the images are full, but there are no spacings. So I'm going to head over to style. So under style, I'll click on image. So under the image, I have the spacing, so I'm going to click on it. So I'll just click on custom. So this is 20. You can change it to whatever you want. So as you can see, this is cool. So you can just drag this up by using this button here which says edit section. Now once you just hold your mouse and you drag it above this section. So I'm going to drop it here. Okay, so as you can see, this is another project. So you can just click on this text here, and here you can type our main, okay, our construction. Our construction projects, or rather I can just type in our Lagos construction projects. Alright, so as you can see, this looks more cool than this static one here. So if you're finding it difficult to use this, you can actually go with this, but this looks more cooler and looks more engaging. So that's for that. So you can actually add another one. I have some images in the exercise folder, so you can just play with them. So here we're going to be editing this, so I'm going to click on this icon which says edit section. So when you do that, you're going to head over to style. So under your style, you're going to click on choose image. So let's just scroll down here. So I'm going to be using this. So click on, no, let's scroll down. Okay, this, we're going to be using this. Okay, so I'm going to click on insert media. Alright, so it's actually changed our picture. So here you can click on this to change the text. You can also click on this to change the text, and also you can click on this button to change it. So that's for that about the projects page. So don't forget, always click on updates here. So I'm going to see in the next section, because in the next section we're going to be editing the contact us page. Alright, so welcome to this section of the tutorial. Now in the previous section we edited about projects page. As you can see, now we edited this picture and I showed you how you can be more creative, not just depending on the previous website you are using. You can step out of a game and do something nice and something beautiful. As you can see, something like we just done. Okay, so here's our contact us page. I'm going to be editing this contact us page, so let's head straight to it. So I'm going to click on edit with Elementor. Alright, so this is our contact us page. So the first thing I'm going to be editing is our picture. So I'm going to click on this middle icon here which says edit section. So here I'll head over to style. So here I'm going to click on choose image. So I'll head over to upload files, then select files. Alright, so here's our contact us. So I'm going to click on it and click on open. Alright, so we're going to be clicking on insert media. As you can see, we've successfully changed our picture. Now if you're wondering why this picture is a little bit darker, that's because we have a background overlay here on it. So here we have the colors, so I'm going to click on this. So when I click on it, we have our image box. So here if I choose image, whatever image I upload here is going to replace this one here. So here you can edit these colors here, and also you can edit your number here by typing in your number here and it will change here. So it's the same for these over here, you can edit to whatever you want. So here we have send us a message, so you can click on each of these text to edit them, and also this number and this text, you can click on them to edit them. Now this is our contact us form. Now you can just click on this text and edit it just like that. So when you click on this text here, it's going to tell you WP form ID 6. So as you can see, it's WP form ID6, but we can't edit it from here. So we're going to head back to our WordPress dashboard. Now in case you don't know how to come here, just visit your website name /wp-admin. Okay, so here we're going to go over to WP forms. Alright, so here we have our contact us form, which is the WP form ID6. Now if you watch closely, here also we have the WP forms ID6. Alright, so we're going to be editing this by clicking on edit here. Alright, so here is our contact us form. As you can see, now editing the contact us form. Alright, so under our setup, you can edit how you want the contact us form to look like. So here we have our fields, so you can also design it here. So under our settings, we have the general. So here you can make some modifications about your form. So here under your notifications, you're going to be doing some settings. So here we have the send to email address. So here you're going to fill in your email address here. Now the reason why we are editing this is because when our user come to this website, when they visit this website, anytime they send their name, email address, the subject and their message, it is going to appear in our mailbox. We're going to receive an alert or a message of what they sent in any mail you fill here. So it's going to appear in the mailbox of any mail that you fill here. So fill in your admin email here, which is your personal email or your business email. So you can just fill it here. So when you are done, you click on save. So when you click on save, you are good to go. And whenever they fill in this form and they click on contact us, that you are going to receive a notification or a message in your mailbox. All right, so here we have a Google map. So here you can just click on this pencil icon here. So here we have edit Google Maps. So this is your location. So here you can just type in your location. So here we can just type in 35 Oshodi Road, Lagos. So once you just type in your location, Google knows where you are. So here, as you can see, 35 Oshodi Road, Orile Oshodi, Lagos, and that is exact. Okay, so that is how to edit it. So you can play with this toggle here to edit how you want your website to your Google Maps to be viewed. Okay, so here you can click on this icon here. So if you head over to style, you can actually change the image by clicking on this. So here we have our social icons. So I'm going to be clicking on this button here. Okay, so here we have Facebook. So here you can paste your Facebook link, your Facebook profile link, or your Facebook page link here. And also when your visitors come to your website and they click on this link, they'll be direct on this button rather, they'll be directed to whatever link you paste here. Alright, so that's the same for the rest of them. Now we have successfully edited our contact us page. So don't forget to always update. Now in the next session of this tutorial, we're going to be editing the header and footer of our page. So I'm going to see you there. Alright, so welcome to this session of the tutorial. Now in the previous section, we edited our contact us page. Now as you can see, now in this session, we're going to be editing the header here. Now the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading over to customize. So I'm going to click on customize. Alright, so here we are in our customized page. So here I want to edit this header here. So I'm going to click on header. So I'll head over to site identity. So here we can remove our logo. As you can see, this is our logo here. So we can just click on remove. Then we're going to click on select logo. So I'll head over to upload files. Then I'll click on select files. Okay, so here is our logo. So I'm going to click on it and click on open. Alright, so I'll click on select. So I'll skip the scrubbing process. Alright, so as you can see, we successfully uploaded our picture. So you can play with this toggle here for your logo width, but for the sake of this tutorial, this is just okay for us. So here we're going to be selecting our site icon. Now as you can see, some websites here, this has a site icon, also this has a site icon, and as you can see, for the rest of them, they have site icons. Even our website has a site icon, which is the WordPress site icon. We're going to be changing that. So here in the site icon, I'm going to click on select site icon. So I'm about to upload files, then select files. So here is our favicon, our site icon. So I'm going to click on open. So here I'm going to click on select. So here I'll click on skip cropping process. So as you can see, we successfully uploaded our site icon. Now as you can see here, our site icon has been changed. So once you are done with that, you can just click on publish. Okay, so if you return back to your website, now as you can see, our site logo has been changed. Also, as you can see, our site icon has also been changed. So here we have successfully edited our logo and the site icon. So here, if you click on this pencil icon here, you can edit the social profiles. So here, if you click this, now you can paste your Facebook profile link here, and also you can paste your Facebook page link here. So when the visitors come to your website, whenever they click on this button, they'll be directed to whatever link you paste here. Alright, so you can also do the same for the Twitter and also the Google and the LinkedIn. So that's that for that. So we've successfully edited our header. In the next section, we're going to be editing the footer, which is here. So right, I'm going to see you in the next session of the tutorial. Alright, so welcome to this session of the tutorial. Now on the previous session, we edited our header. As you can see, our site logo and our site icon has been changed. So in this session, we're going to be editing the footer of our page, which is here. Now if you are currently on your website, you can just hover over edit with Elementor. You're going to see the footer here, so you can just click on this and you'll be directed to this page where you can be able to edit your footer. Or if you can't find this here, now you can just use your WordPress dashboard. Now once you go to your WordPress dashboard, just hover over your appearance. Now when you hover, you can find the header, footer and blocks. Now when you click on it, you'll be directed to this page where you can edit your footer. So here you can just click on edit with Elementor. Alright, so before we start editing our footer, so here we're going to head over to settings and I'm going to go to permalinks. So when you click on permalinks, you're going to be directed to this page. So in this page, you're going to change your common settings from day and name to post name. So you're going to click on post name, then click on save changes. Alright, so when you do that, you're going to head over to your website and let's just refresh. Okay, so we are actually done with our setting up. So let's start editing our footer. So here we have our pictures. I'm going to click on this, click on choose image. So here upload files, select files. So I'm going to be selecting our second logo. So I'm going to click on open, then insert media. Okay, so our picture has been uploaded. So here you can click on this text to edit it. So if you click on any of these social icons here, when you click on them, you can paste your profile link here or your page link. Alright, so here you can edit your contact details. So as you can see, you can just click on any of these to edit it. So here you can edit this get a quote. You can just edit it by clicking on them here. Alright, so here we have our important links. So if you click on this important links, you can edit it. So also this, if you click on this pencil icon, you're going to find this who we are here. So when you click on the who we are is also the about us page. So you're going to be copying this link about. So you're going to copy the link address. So here you're going to paste the link. Alright, so that's for that. So about company, you can just delete this. So for services we provide, you can right click on services we provide and click on copy link address. Now you can just paste this here. So here also what we have done, which is the project. So I'm going to click on copy link and I'll paste this here. Okay, so that's for that. So here we can just click on update. So here anybody who clicks on any of this link will be directed to the link in which you copied them from. Alright, so here also you can click on this to edit it here. So that's for that when editing the footer of your page. Alright, so in the next section we're going to be linking our buttons together so they can take us to the right place in our website so we can have easy navigation. Alright, so I'm going to see you in the next session of the tutorial. Alright, so welcome to this session of the tutorial. So here I'm at the home page, as you can see. So we're going to be editing this button here which says get in touch. Now get in touch is synonymous to this contact us here. So on our website you're going to be copying this contact us link. So I'm going to click on copy link address. So here I'm going to click on this button. So under the link I'm going to paste our link here so that when our visitors come to there and they click on this button, they'll be directed to this page at once. Okay, that's for that. Alright, so here also for the send request you can just click on this and paste the contact us here. Alright, so that's for that also. So we have edited our buttons here. So you're going to head over to the about. So under the about we have the contact us. So if you click on the contact us today, here you can paste the contact us link. So I've pasted the contact us link here. Okay, that's for that. So here is the services. So here we have the contact us today. So I'm going to click on this link and I'm going to paste our contact us link here. Here also in our project, so we have the contact us. So I'm going to click on this contact us link here. I'm going to paste our link here. Alright, so here under our contact us itself, okay, we don't have any button here. So we are done with the linking of our page.